Yo, what's the Latin bass assassin? What's up? What's happening? And we are settling in, homies. What? Something made my screen change. We are settling into another day. In, homies. And also getting some reverb. Yo, Mr. Sevilla in the house. Grandmaster wishing me a God morning. Bro, I wish you a God morning, a God evening, and a God afternoon. Basically, a God lifetime, my friend. A God-filled lifetime. Tater, moon, road, Creole. Now, today is like a whole different day. It is not too cold. Not too cold at all, guys, when you're in the sun. When you're in the sun, breeze ain't bad. Stash did take off. I mean, why do you think it would take me so long to get on the water, bro? The stash comes and causes chaos. So we're gonna work the riprap real quick, guys. I told you guys yesterday, this might be a riprap show. We'll just call it a riprap. That's a wrap. But before we start anything, guys, we want to extend a happy Veterans Day to all those who have served. Because first and foremost, we give respect to all those who have sacrificed to, hey, who still has this all strapped in? Who have sacrificed to keep us safe, you know, and I don't mean sacrifice their life because Memorial Day is for that, but sacrifice time, because I tell you what, bro, they do not get paid what they deserve, but yet they still get out there and grind. They get out there and grind and help protect all what you see here, homie. The good old US of A, the rights that we hold on to, all provided by those men and women in uniform. So let us send out a salute to them. Gracias, homies. If you guys have served and would like to put in the comments, I mean, it's not necessary, but let us know, and then we will say thank you specifically to you. And now, dudes, I got a beanie on today, and now it's not as cold as yesterday. I mean, it's a little brisk, but not as cold, not as windy, not as anything out there, bro, from yesterday. If it weren't for them, we might be speaking Russian or Chinese. Okay, so apparently Unlimited would like to thank those men and women who served so that he will not, so that he doesn't have to learn another language. That is his reason for being grateful to the men and women who have served. He just doesn't want to learn anymore, guys. I do not want to learn another language. English, good. Russian and Chinese, but I think it's not, it's like Mandarin or whatever. Not good. Unlimited, I would still kind of learn a little bit of that just in case, dog. Just in case, so that when the enemy's on the soil, you could be all like, what you say? Oh, what'd you say? Never let your guard down, dog. Never let your guard down. All right, guys, there's a little bit of eel grass floating right here. I mean, just basically all kinds of grass. But I think I can get my crankbait through this. Reason we're hitting this bank right here is because it's been in the sun all day. So if they were cold, they'd be all like, hey, washaloo, nice warm little rocks right here. And I call them rocks because what others call boulders, I refer to as rocks, because I can still pick them up and throw them. Allegedly, it's possible for me to pick up and throw these rocks that you see before you, but this is all alleged. Oh, we are recognizing that grind, Steve. We are recognizing them for their grind. Ah, the stash he took off, and he didn't leave me an American shad. What a jerk. What a jerk, but he did take a cold shad. I see how it is. He knew that was my fave, but that's all right. I'll just get my own. This fool out here flaunting his American shad. Making me yearn to throw that American shad, but I'm over here throwing this whatever, some other kind of bait. This is kind of like Friends, when Ross and Rachel were in a will they, won't they situation. I really want to have an American shad, but instead I'm throwing this till Rachel, the American shad, comes back to me and realizes that we're the best. We're the best combination. Take a penny, take a nickel, take a dime, take it all. Because I don't think there's ever been left a penny. The other side probably has very little eelgrass or floating debris. But we're gonna power through this side. It's not thick. It's a little bit sparse. And just kind of see what happens. Eventually, I'm gonna run into one of these fools because the other side is shaded. So there's that. Well, what up, homies? It is Tuesday, I think. Yes, I believe it is Tuesday. For my Hispanic friends, that's martes. Actually, I guess I stand corrected. There was a hair jig left at one point in time, and that hair jig just kind of, it's still here. It just doesn't have a hook anymore because somehow, some way, that hook broke. And a hair jig without a hook is basically hair. So I should probably use that as a hair piece. You know, life gives you broken hooked hair jigs and you make a hair piece off of it. But I don't think I'm at that stage of life just yet, guys, because the hair jig's hair is all white. So I'm not there yet. But when I get to that point, I might just wear that hair jig because it is gonna fit in with the rest of my canas. For those of you who are not bilingual, canas are gray hairs. So now you guys can go to your significant others and sound fancy and be like, my dear, look at how many canas you have. And then they're gonna be all like, what does that even mean? And then you're gonna tell them and you're gonna get slapped in the face for saying that they have gray hairs. And that's what you guys get. Should have never said it. Should have never told your significant others that they have gray hairs because they will not like that. Just so you guys know, YouTube and Disney are still in battle over who's gonna pay what. So again, I did not get to see that riveting 3-0 in the third quarter football game last night. Wow, a 3-0 game. The game ended 10-7, but 3-0 in the third quarter, I believe. Wow. What a game. 3-0. So that's 2 Monday Night Football games that I've missed. One being the Cowboys, which they got beat. So thank you, YouTube, for not letting me see that. That was good. And also, thank you, YouTube, for not letting me see that 10-7 game. YouTube saved me hours of my life not having to see that 10-7 game. What up, Tim? Creel is going to be back in a bit. I could get Sling for 24 hours for $5. Woo, that's very tempting. But then I feel Disney wins, and I'm not on the side of Disney winning. If you gotta If you gotta pick an evil, bro, I think I'm gonna take YouTube over Disney, but that's just my personal preference. Currently, water temp is increasing as we are cruising, but it is 58 degrees. Hey, Tater, did you finally get all your stuff, bro? And after you answer that question, Tater, I want to ask you another question. Get off. Hopefully Tater got his stuff. Okay, Tater says yes, he did. Second question, Tater. How much did that gift card cost you? That is what I would like to know there, Tater. All right, we're starting to get a lot thicker in this eelgrass. You guys can see patches of it just floating around. Gross. Exactly, Tater. So that gift card, winning that gift card cost Tater $100. Dang, bro. You would have had $100 if you had not won that $300 gift card. It's a blessing and a curse, but it cost him $100. Did he calculate that into his mathemagics? How did he convince Mrs. Tater, yo, I just won 300 bucks, so can I spend 100 bucks? How did that happen? Oh, Senor Lit. Senor Lit is in the house. You know, Jason, I'm gonna request. It may not go very far, bro, because I don't have a lot of pull. But I'm gonna request. I did have a pull right here, and I still do have a pull right here. Uh-oh. Whatever that is still pulling, but I'm gonna request, bro. Okay. Copper thing. It came off. It felt okay, guys. I loosened my drag as much as I could. I got it. It came with it, and then it wanted to fight. Dang it. It felt like a decent fish, guys. Son of a fish. But, Jason, I'm going to request that when the Olympics, and remember, I don't have a lot of pull, but when the Olympics come to the United States, I'm going to request that whatever way, shape, or form, you be the last person that carries. I mean, you don't even need to have the Olympic torch, but you'll be there. Or maybe you're the first one, who knows? Well, you can't be, but I'm gonna request that you be the last one. At some Olympics that I had seen, they shot They shot an arrow and lit the torch. So I'm gonna ask that they, I don't know, bro, shoot you out of a cannon or something to the torch. Some wonder why and how. I'm gonna tell them, yo, dudes, just shoot Jason out of a cannon over there into the Chingle Dingles, because that fool is lit all the time. So he'll have no problem lighting the torch as he's shot from a cannon out there. Now that fish that I missed, it seemed like he was shot from a cannon and he just kept on pulling and pulling and pulling, but there was nothing I could do, guys. I loosened the drag, and the drag, I mean, eventually he won. So anyways, okay, so I shall remain silent. We are now all sworn to secrecy. All right, guys? I'm not gonna say what comment is in there, but we are all sworn to secrecy. Any of you fools bust the person who has a secret, ooh, you guys are gonna be in trouble if you bust them. Dang it, can't believe I missed that fish. You guys are gonna be in so much trouble. All right, Jason is telling me that I would have wasted my one request for him to be part of the Olympic ceremonies because being lit does not translate to being on fire. All right. Well, Jason, I tried, dog. I'm trying to do everything I can for you. Dang it. I missed that other fish. That must have been a Leonard fish, because he or she came with me. That's when I thought it was gone, and then he took off and started battling. Son of a fish. All right, Jason has taken it upon himself now to write to the Olympic Committee. You got time, Jason. You have got time, because the Olympics are in some, who knows, year in the future. Not very distant future, but sometime. So I missed a fish. Oh well, that's life. Have been that got us, or got you guys, another $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. But remember, guys, that's gift card math. You have to take into account what it's going to cost you. Do not just be all like, yo, dog, I'm gonna get $25 in Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. You gotta remember, that $25 could be a double-edged sword and cost you money. Because, I mean, come on, guys, you're gonna be there and you're gonna be like, ooh, I got this much cash available on that gift card. Now, let me see, oh, if I get these two baits, they equal that amount. But then I gotta pay for shipping. Oh, dear God. We're like, I gotta pay for shipping, but if I get it up to $50, then I don't have to pay for shipping. What do I do now? Do I add another 25, or do I just pay the, let's say, $8 for shipping? And those are the choices that I cannot help you with. Do you want that gift card to cost you money? That's on you, homies. That's on you, homies. Think about it, guys. Don't tell me that you haven't been there. Right at the cusp of Do I want to pay $8 for shipping, or should I just get maybe a lure and a half so that I'm not paying for shipping and they're just sending me these baits? What up, GM? All right, well, Mr. Sevilla sees that it's about to cost him money, so gift card math. It's a very dangerous thing. It's basically a trap, guys. Somehow, some way, it's gonna cost you money. You're gonna have to bust out some cash. It's a scheme. It's some kind of scheme. I take no part in any of the scheme. I'm just saying, I am the provider of said gift card, and then what you guys do with it is out of my control. Getting a dice mold. Me and the stash were at the ghetto. The ghetto. Talking about the ghetto. We were at the ghetto and we saw those molds. I mean, not the molds, the baits. And he looked, he's like, yo, what's this? Yeah, that's what I'm saying every time I come in here. What is this? Can you switch it to a sports store closer to you? Hey, what up? Hey, Jason, are you gonna ask me for a mouse? Some kind of electronics product? You're starting to sound a lot like Miser. You may not have been around during the Miser times, but when Miser was here, Miser Myra, I believe, they won a subscriber giveaway, which was for $50. And they had requested, I don't know, for me to buy a mouse for them instead of the gift card. And I was like, dude, you're stupid. I am not buying a mouse. I am not going to. In fact, they went so far. Watch out, bros, watch out. Now, don't get all cute with me, guys, because we've seen it all. They went so far as to change their well, they had a second account that changed its name to the same name as the original account, and then they came in and said, hey, where's my gift card? This, that, and the other. And I was like, I already sent it, fool. And then they're like, oh, can somebody here buy it from me or something along those lines? They asked for a Visa gift card. All this other chaos, bro. And eventually, the other Miser account was all like, hey, where's my gift card? And I'd be like, fool, don't play. It's already been sent out. If it got to you, then cool. If not, well, that's not on me, bro. So they were playing games. They asked for a mouse. Jason, you're trying to play games with this gift card giveaway, dog. Swashalo bros. Jason's all like, hey, can I have it in Four Locos gift cards? And I'll be like, no, Jason, you cannot. It is only for fishing purposes to those two locations which I have no affiliation with. Oh, well, Jason, I read that you like the Blue Jays, and I don't know if that is the reason why you like the second thing, which I don't even want to know, bro, that you are a fan of those. So, but there's probably a correlation in liking Jays and also liking the other thing. But I don't have any gift cards to those. So we gotta keep it legit and even for everybody to have the same. That wind is a little cold on the fingers. Jason, can't Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse, well, maybe not Tackle Warehouse, but can't Bass Pro Shop ship you some waders? Where do you live? In Antarctica, where there's no post office deliveries to you? Where do you live, bro? You say Michigan, but maybe Michigan is so remote in the winter that you're like, bro, nobody delivers out here. It's ice road truckers out here every day. Every day. I don't know what the deal is over there, Jason. As again, I'm not from Michigan, so maybe it is ice road truckers out there. Nearest Taco Bell is 20 miles. Ah. What is that? All right. Jason uses Taco Bell to determine how far from civilization he is. Bro, it's a treacherous journey. 20 miles to the nearest Taco Bell. Many have tried, many have been lost, but the thirst and hunger for Taco Bell is so great that the perilous journey is taken by many. I'm like, wait, guáchalo. Dang, you guys must really love Taco Bell. If you guys are out there trying to score some Taco Bell in the elements. 20 miles to the nearest Taco Bell. I don't think I've ever heard that as a measurement of how remote a location is. Jason, what Taco Bell order do you usually get? I just want to see what exactly you're craving from Taco Bell, because I don't think Taco Bell has been on the top of my list of, yo, dude, I'm craving I don't know, I don't even know what they sell other than the tacos. There's some kind of burrito inside of another burrito, I think. Now, don't think I'm all hoity-toity, guys, and I'm like, oh, Taco Bell is beneath me. But no, I've eaten Taco Bell, and I'm like, ever since they got rid of the Dorito Locos tacos, I'm all like, I think they still have Cool Ranch. I'm like, nah, dog, I need that Fuego, homie. I need that. Dang it, bros, the one bite off this rip wrap I missed, and it didn't feel small. Son of a fish. I mean, if only I had an American shad to get me through this rip wrap. Where could I find one of those? But yes, bro, I have never been all like, yo, Taco Bell, that, as the kids say, oh yeah, Taco Bell, that slaps, bro, or whatever. I have never said that combination of words until now. And I especially stopped going and eating Taco Bell after I realized that they have, like, I don't know, sawdust or something, allegedly. Nacho cheese chicken chalupa. Okay. Choco tacos. No. Dead Rabbit's over here saying that my people invented Taco Bell. Que pues, bro? So, show a little respect for the raza, dog. You think that we would subject you guys to tacos like that? Negative, bro. We subject you to the good stuff, dog. Hey, Suzuki. That stuff right there, I mean, dude, allegedly, when they started putting potential wood pulp or whatever, I have no idea, in the thing, I was like, yo, we out. Yo, Moon, you never put lettuce on your tacos, dude? What's your deal, dog? That's probably because you're half raza. You gotta put a little shredded lettuce and maybe a little bit of diced tomatoes on your tacos. We're going to the other side of the bridge, guys. We're gonna do it slowly. For some reason, I'm not turning on my main motor. I don't know why. Cilantro. I knew I didn't really like you that much, Moon. Cilantro, bro, cilantro tastes like soap. This fool's over here saying he puts cilantro in his stuff. Moon, add that to the disagreements that we have. Cilantro. Might as well wash my mouth out with soap. See you guys on the other side. Bro, I put sour cream on my tacos. Who would be giving me the side eye? Sour cream on tacos is delicious. We're gonna go around this homie right here. Bro, the moderator makes a chingon salsa and it has no cilantro in it, dog. At least not that I know of. And if it does, you'll have ruined it for me. I bet you guys that I could drop a freaking jighead minnow right here and catch many a many a drum and many a catfish. So gross. I'm seeing bait balls down here and it is about that time of year. Okay, we're stacked up right there. Interesting. Cilantro's gross, bro. Pro cilantro. Hold on. Moderator, is that salsa that we ate when I think we went there? I don't really remember if that's the restaurant that we went to. Because, I mean, to each their own. But if that is... Yes, I think it's Los Arcos. If I went to that and I ate their salsa... When I ate it, it just tasted like it came out the can, bro. But to each their own, guys. If that kind of salsa is delicious to you guys, then more power to you. I ain't gonna hate on your taste buds because we all have different taste buds. But I will tell you that does not cause my taste buds to be all like, yo, let's shovel that salsa down, bro. How do I feel about ceviche? I don't think I've eaten a lot of ceviche, bro. I think that's how I feel about it. It's not something that I normally select. Like, they're like, oh yes, we sell ceviche. Okay, cool. But just give me some fajitas or whatever. We've only gone to one Mexican restaurant here, and it was not great. So it basically has kept us from going to another Mexican restaurant. Let's see what we got here, boys and girls. I'm loosening my drag, hoping that, well, that'll do the trick. It looked like it might be green. Okay, I believe it to be green. Now let's just slowly get silver off of. It's green, verified green, hooked under the chin. Loosen the drag. Looks like a Little Juan for sure. Now, I used to give you guys a waterside chat moment, but I stopped doing that when the camera started being stupid and not staying plugged in. So I stopped doing that. Those were one of the nerve-wracking moments for people like Unlimited who are like, just grab the fish, fool. But I'd just be over here with my feet up, and Unlimited would be like, I'm gonna punch this guy if he doesn't just grab that fish, as it splashed around and did all its craziness. All right, guys, this fish right here is about to continue the streak. It is just a Little Juan, no big deal. This fish is definitely a verified Little Juan. It is locked in. Hey, bro, relax a little bit, dog. This fish right here is the fish that continues the streak of consecutive non-zeros. So thank the good Lord. Let's put him back in the water. Ah! We splashed ourselves in the face. Yo, Tyler, what's up? Happy Veterans Day, dog. Let them know, let them know. So, that fish right there weighed 2 pounds, 4 ounces. Now, the weight of the fish is not important, but the fact that we caught that fish, we had missed one over there on the other side of the riprap. The fact that we caught that fish and it has now continued our consecutive non-zero streak, where currently resides at 30 times 6 plus some potentially double digit, but possibly single digit number of days of consecutive non-zeros. Now that is what matters. And with that, homies, you know what we are about to do. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. I have to do some voice exercises prior to. I don't want to pull a voice muscle, even though those probably do not exist. I do not want to give myself nodes, which that I think might potentially be real. Who knows? I don't know. It's some irritation on your vocal cords from, I don't know, singing a lot or whatever, or singing crazy. Whatever the case is, we don't want to do that. So here we go. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. We are here, about to bust out with, oh, you know what? You know what? All right, but before I get into that, we have to establish the ranges again. Anything below 2 pounds. Well, hold on. Anything under 1 pound is a pinchy zoom fish, and that is pinch E zoom. It is a pinchy zoom fish. Anything under 1 pound. Anything from 1 to 2 pounds is a little rob. Anything 2 to under 3 pounds, that is a little one. And because that fish is puro orale, anything from 3 to under 4 pounds is a little John, because that fish would be okay. And anything 4 pounds and above is a BBL Drizzy. That is the weigh scale right there, guys. We are always in search of BBLs, but sometimes it don't happen. FNC, what up? So, my dudes, without further ado, this has allowed Unlimited to put on his, I don't even think he takes it off, bro. I think he shows up to the rodcast in his freaking leggings with those leg warmer socks. Ooh, Unlimited is ready. He's already done his calisthenics. Picture Unlimited, if you will, just right there, right before every rodcast. Let's get it, dog. Let's get it. He's out there warming up because he's waiting for that consecutive non-zero fish. But now that he's ready, oh man, has Unlimited put the water in the bucket so that he can pull on the cord and a splash. I'm assuming that he cleans up all that mess before Mrs. Unlimited shows up, because if she showed up every day and there was a bunch of water on the floor, and she'd be like, do you know what kind of a hazard this is? All this water everywhere? I mean, you might even be messing up the foundation of your house. I don't know, bro. But either way, hopefully, maybe he does it in a little swim, you know, those little kid pools, like one that I'm gonna run into way over here. Maybe he does it into the little kid pool. That way his mess is kind of contained. But either way, that's neither here nor there, bros. What we're waiting for is 315. Oh yeah, Tim is right. The 315 is a Creel 15. You are correct. What we're waiting for here, guys, is the song that we sing every time that we continue the streak. And here it goes. Maybe not every time, because we barely started doing it maybe a month ago. But here it goes, guys. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. Where is Creel? It goes on and on, my friends. He might be missing out. Some people started watching. Oh, did you guys feel that little voice crack right there? Woo! Professional, I am not. But anyway, some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. So I just assumed that Unlimited didn't confirm nor deny whether he was actually dressed that way because he was too busy in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because when my phone gets wet, I can't really swipe on it with certainty, because the water makes some weird things come out. I was like, what the heck? I never swiped that. But Unlimited, he's been very quiet. So I just assumed that he's like, bro, I'm in the moment. Let me be me. And don't judge me. All the nodes are coming. Yeah, bro. I got nodes. All this talking on the broadcast is giving me nodes. Or maybe it's because I haven't drank any water in a while. All right, Jason says that he was enjoying that song in his head and wanted to celebrate by, I don't know. I don't think he wanted to forget it. I think he wanted to make it more enjoyable at that point. I feel like the wind has gone down. We might be able to venture a little bit further. I also might need to venture a little bit further so that I can hook into a rock real quick so that I can get some cool air, because these layers, I'm ready for nuclear winter. Dang, the stash would have really appreciated this kind of weather. Yesterday was not that great. I mean, fishing wise, it was cool, but not temperature wise, comfort wise, it was not great. Oh, I do appreciate GM getting in the festivities, bro. GM, I don't think he was a fan of the song, but GM has graciously donated 20 bills, because I feel like it's growing on him, dog. I feel like he's like, you know what, dude? This song ain't that bad. You just have to hear it 400 times. It is almost like Stockholm Syndrome. And GM is all like, I do like this song. I do agree with the beliefs of my captors. Welcome, GM. Welcome to full-fledged Stockholm Syndrome. Welcome, GM. We've been waiting for you. We have definitely been waiting for you. You see, Mr. Sevilla suffers from, and dude, that is why when it's raining, I have to put my phone away, because sometimes my phone has almost given me a super chat, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Oh, you son of a fish. My phone has almost given me a super chat because it just goes about its business. The rain is all like, let me make it rain on you. And I'm like, dude, do not make it rain on me. Because in that particular situation, I double lose. Because what happens is, if I donate a super chat to myself, Google, well, you guys, one, think I'm an idiot, and two, Google is gonna be all like, cool, dog, thanks for super chatting yourself. We now will take our cut, and here's your money back without the cut that we took. And I'm like, what the heck, bro? Why? So that's why it is very dangerous to be out here fishing in the rain with your phone just hanging out there with the ability to give a super chat. At least Mr. Sevilla gets a lure, a fishing lure. I would get my money back taxed. My money would get taxed, and I'd be like, what? Google, you suck. But that's neither here nor there. Whew, it is toasty right here, guys. And that is a rock. Dudes, what would you guys do to have GM sing the song like Creel? Creel, what do you think about that? I mean, GM, what do you think about that? Huh? Huh? Now, we know you had your music video, but what do you think about when we just see each other out on the water, puro Guntersville in style, to busting This Is the Streak? What do you think, GM? Why is GM always in top messages? Let me verify. I'm not in top messages. It always starts off in top messages, GM, and then you have to switch it to all messages. I can only imagine all the things that I missed in the Rodcast back in the day by not switching to all messages, because I think these guys, Creel said he would put messages and I wouldn't see them, but I've gone through at least one spurt where I couldn't see Creel at all. So that's neither here nor there. Had nothing to do with YouTube. Ah, yes. That. All right, guys. Next time we see GM, hopefully he's around when we catch the first fish, and then he could be like, oh, here we go. Toss him a mic. Dude, for all we know, GM could have the voice of an angel, bro. He could be like, I don't know, maybe it's a baritone or whatever the deeper Vato's voice is that sing. Maybe he's just, you know, he's got a deep voice like the guy on Boys to Men or whatever group that you want to choose, whichever's like the newest group that you guys know of. And you guys can just hear him serenade the fish. Unlimited might be worried about his speakers, but then when he hears GM sing, he might be worried about his tear ducts, because the dam will start to, I mean, essentially be about to give, because he'll hear it and he'll be like, that's so beautiful. And boom, he stops his dance routine because all of a sudden GM comes in and he's like, it's amazing, GM. Oh my God, that's so amazing, GM. We don't know that, guys. That is just speculation. It is speculation that GM has just the voice of an angel. Who knows? I don't want to build it up to where, you know, you guys are all like, hey, he said GM has the voice of an angel, because I don't know that for a fact. He's basically verifying some of what I said, guys. He has the text. He has the chat of an angel right there. He could also have the voice of an angel. I don't know, dudes. I don't know. This is all speculation. All right, guys, we're gonna move down yonder, as they say in the South, which I am not from, but whatever. I mean, I am more South than the South, but anyways. There was a lot of fish just chilling over there on that side, guys, but it's gonna be a little choppy out there. Ooh, now it's a little cool, but also I'm sweating, so that's stupid. Winter, you know, or winter-ish. And again, guys, that fish that we caught was 2 pounds, 4 ounces. Yo, are you trying to be Bobby Boucher or something like that? What's the deal? Why are you wearing a helmet? All right, guys, let's see if this beanie doesn't fly off my head. Oh, wait a second. Also, I gotta lower my jack plate. Let me see this. I don't remember what it was, but that's better than what it was. Very fishy around here. Tells me that there's probably floating. There's got to be a whole bunch of bait balls just cruising through here, dogs. It's about to be jighead minnow time. Blind jighead minnowing. Barely got back, bro. You missed the jam. Probably be going till about 3:30-ish. Ish. Like this beanie wants to fly off. It's probably because it's a Cowboys beanie. Krill thinks he knows how to tell time, Krill, but I said 3:30, dog. Ish. 3:30-ish. That is not till dark. I must go home. Ish time. And basically recover from hanging out with the stash, because the stash might be a little bit younger than I am, so, you know, hanging out with him takes its toll. GM has to prepare with his singing lessons to get prepared for when he shows up. Creel, that's what you missed, dog. You missed GM essentially volunteering to be the next guest to sing. Let me check. Tater, if you appear on the Rodcast again, how are you feeling about also joining in the Rodcast festivities? Or are you just gonna play the violin in the background, or whatever you choose to do? Let's see how Tater feels about it. All right, guys, the main channel is behind me. And I mean you guys. No, I mean the channel is right here. I'm gonna stop off and check this out for a little bit. There's a little point that comes out here. Wind is blowing over it. Oh, GM, we merely asked if you wanted to, and you jumped on it, bro. You're like, yes. Let me show you the voice of an angel. Oh, Tater said not only would he sing, he's trying to one-up all you guys. He's be like, I will sing and play the violin. Oh, bro, Tater, I can only imagine that you are also going to be... Okay, Tater, let me ask you this question. Let's just establish this. When you are singing and you have the violin, let me ask you a question, bro. Will you be fancifully playing it like this, and you just be like, this is the song or the streak that never ends? Or will you be, let me make sure my microphone is in the middle of the boat, or will you be up here playing it and you're gonna be all like, this is the streak that never ends, it goes on and on, my friends, and whatever essentially what a hoedown would look like, I believe that's, if I'm correct. Would you be busting a hoedown, or would you be just proper and, you know, you'll play us in with a very almost tear-jerking violin noise? I don't know what they are. And then next thing you know, boom, you come out with your voice and you're like, this is a streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. And I'll be like, dang, Tater, you gonna make me cry live on TV, bro? That's crazy, dog. Which one are you gonna come with, Tater? Just so that I'm prepared. Because I might have to go get one of those little, well, it's kind of a decent jug, and it has like X's on it, and I'm gonna have to be like, whoo, 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 whoo. I might have to do that, bro, just so that I match the mood or the flow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be here with one of those X containers and be like, whoo, 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 and you're all like, this is the streak that never ends, and I'll be like, oh, whoops, whoo, 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 and it just won't work out, bro. We got to match energy. With GM, if he's up here singing to you guys like he's trying to seduce you guys, and he's like, this, baby, this is a streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Then he's gonna stare into the camera all weird. If he comes with that energy, well, there's nothing that needs to be done. Oh, GM's going Sinatra style. Okay. I did it my way. Dag GM. Very nice. He might show up with like a three-piece suit, maybe a hat. I would suggest it, GM, because it's a little cool out here. Now that I'm in the wind and not protected by the riprap, I can feel it a little bit more. Huh. Freaking Jason's gonna come out here like Rick James. He's got a little more flavor to it. Okay. All right, there we go. I don't know, Jason, you kind of just don't strike me as a la vie. Jason from Michigan, you kind of don't strike me as a Rick James kind of flavor bringer, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, dog. I don't know any better, so. Oh no, Faith. His chariot was going to turn into a pumpkin, so he had to leave. There are no stowaways left in the compartment other than unlimited, of course, but that is not really a stowaway. That's just like a regular. Currently, I am throwing a Mag Dizzy, Texas rigged. The jerkbait, I just wasn't really feeling it right here. I'm gonna get a different angle on this spot right here. Water temp is 60 degrees. Fish, please. $60 fish, please. Wow. All we got to do is ask them nicely, guys. If you ask them nicely, they will cooperate. But if you're all mean to them, then they're all like, nah, bro, you're a jerk. Don't you mess up my worm, player. I'll be back, guys. This is just a little Juan. 60 degrees, fish, please. $60 degrees when I tell that fish, please. And that's what we're busting out right here, guys. Going back to the old school. $60 degrees when I tell that fish, please. This is not a BBL plus. This looks like a potential barely Little John. Barely. We'll see. Let's protect him from the wind. We don't want him to catch a cold. He came from 60-degree water and he's all like, whoa, whoa, bruh. Was not prepared for this. This is just a Little Juan. Puro Little Juan, locked in. Not a spotted bass. This is a largemouth. 60 degrees when I tell that fish, please. Boom. Later, homie. All right, guys. That fish was locked in. Dang it, Creel. You impressed me by your knowledge of my reference right there. You know what? Hats off to you, Creel, even though I have a beanie. And it's not really a hat, but I do respect your knowledge of unknown songs that somehow you know I wouldn't expect you to know. All right, guys, that fish weighed. It was just a little Juan, bro. That fish was puro orale. That fish was 2 pounds, 9 ounces. 2 pounds, 9 ounces. Caught off a Mag Dizzy, Texas rigged. There's a pile of rocks down there, or some kind of boom chicky boom. What the heck? There's some kind of hard bottom down there, guys, that I'll just kind of the Mag did down there. 2 pounds, 9 ounces. That was a little Juan and a half. I might have to get some gloves out, or at least protect my hand from the wind. Either one of those is a good option. But also, I should get some water. That is also a necessary evil out here. Cold water. Holy moly. I think that water's barely above freezing, dude. It's painful. I'm gonna have to get a little jacket for my water. That's fresh. Yo, what up, old school? Have you returned back from your from your cruise? Okay, I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit more. I have 2 pairs of gloves in my jacket, but my jacket is in the middle compartment. And I'm over here, for some reason, not going into the middle compartment. Let's see if old school has come back from his cruise. He got home Sunday. Oh, 83 degrees forecast. Very nice. Oh, we're in about the 40s right now, dog. Oh, I threw that out there with the hook all stupid on it. Whatever. Guessing where the most deer are. Again, guys, I am dragging a Mag Dizzy. Down on the bottom. The channel is off over here to my right. Crip. I should have finished that off by saying 60 degrees when I tell these fish, please get up off these Mag Dizzies. Oh, why shut little bro? But we will say that the processor was a little bit frozen right there. We'll throw one more cast over here and then we'll go with the jerkbait. Where has corn diff been? It's a great question. Where has corn diff been? Maybe he's just there, but we gotta summon him. Corn diff! What do we got here? 60 degrees when I tell the fish, please get up off these mag dizzies. Wash out, little bros, creel. We had the second chance, dog. We got a second chance. I'm gonna have to do a little surgery. This guy had a little too long. The surgery will be fine. This will be a quick surgery. Again, guys, 60 degrees when I tell this fish, please get up off these mag dizzies. Let me go do a surgery out of your view, guys. You guys don't want to see this. Now, this will get me a chance to retee. So that is a bonus. But if you guys would like to go look in that direction, this surgery shouldn't take long. Just gotta remove the worm. This is probably gonna cost me a worm, but whatever. For the little homie to do his thing, worth it. We also will not be weighing this fish. By the time I get this done, he will probably already be an ice cube. Not ice cube the rapper, but an ice cube. All right, step 1 is done. 1 and done. Step 2, grab the hook. Work it. All right. Step 2 is almost done. Step 2 done. Step 3, clip the hook. Wash out, little bros. Took the hook out, no big deal. This guy should be good to go. Bam, bam. Not that big. Go do your thing, homie. Swim away, we good to go. Now we gotta retie our hook. Saved our mag dizzy even. Oh, wash out, little bros. Mag dizzy's still on there, no big deal. And dudes, one of the reasons that I think that I've been breaking off quite often now, I think it's because I'm using these rusted hooks. If they got rust on the hook itself, I don't care, but it seems like the rust on the eye of the hook may be causing some abrasions that I don't know about and causing an issue. Because we never really had issues breaking off until we went into the older hooks that I have in the Tackle Tavern, and some of those had rust on the eye. So I think we established that as the potential culprit for our problems. fishing problems. Not, I mean, just the problems of breaking off. Other problems in life, whatever, those are different. Those are not attributed to, they're not attributed to the rust on the eye of the hook. Oh, it would not be the sniper, bro. Oh. Oh, bros. That fool, he took my worm. GM, it can't be the sniper, dog. It's definitely, and actually, the stash, he put multiple abrasions on this sniper, but it's not the sniper, dog. It's me. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. No, it's the, what the heck happened right there? You see, I do a surgery for the fish and I get my knuckle cut. No good deed goes unpunished. I get my knuckle cut. And I guess Ward just didn't get to see that, bro. Ward doesn't see the care that we put into trying to keep these guys all cool and stuff. But I guess we see only what we want to see. Oh, Grandmaster, are you asking what this worm is? This worm is a mag dizzy. Sold by Bizbaits. Mag dizzy. These guys might have hit some yachty wakes. Gotta watch out for them yachty wakes. When the yachties come through, yep, they hit themselves a yachty wake. It seems to have potentially unstrapped something and they are gonna go about their business. Doing their thing. This yachty wake is about to hit us. Here's the yachty wake, homies. This is what they went flying on. Now, if you didn't realize that there was a yachty that went by, or you weren't in wrestling, you might fall in the water with an unexpected yachty wake like that. My apologies, guys. I have to spit out the blood of the bass from the surgery that was on my line as I wet it to make sure that it didn't have a lot of friction and cause weakness in my line. I'm not trying to turn into a bass. Senor Duty, what's up? All right, we're gonna move. We caught a couple bass here. After this cast, I'm going to move and I'm gonna use a jerk bait through here. We'll see how that plays out. We are currently in 14 feet of water. Gary, the answer is yes. Unless you have very limited time, because right now it's 40 something. I don't know what exactly, but some kind of 40s. Wind chill, not great. Water temperature, 60 degrees. Yesterday we were fishing in 20-some degree weather. Massive wind chill, not great, but the fishing was all right. Temperatures up top, not great. Not for human comfort, but the fish, they were just like, whatever, dog, we good. All right, let's get this mega bass jerk bait out. I throw it mainly for my homie Creel. I would prefer Lucky Craft. In fact, dudes, I packed a Lucky Craft in this boat that I believe to be one of, or believe that it's gonna be one of my favorite jerk baits. But again, it really doesn't matter if it's my favorite jerk bait. It's gotta be the fish's favorite jerk bait. But this jerk bait, it's looking nasty, bro. It's looking good. How can he say it's nasty and good? It's looking like a good jerk bait is all I'm saying. It is looking like it's gonna be a good jerk bait. And it's even got man hooks. Not those mega bass wuss hooks. Guys are talking about hover trucks? Well, it's official. The chat has lost its mind. Oh, Mega Bass, you failed me with your wussy hooks. Or with my hook set. Mega Bass, you dirty, dirty, dirty bait. Wussy hooks got me, guys. Now that fish wasn't big, but still, wussy hooks got me. grass. Oh, I gotta be careful. I forgot that's a mega bass. I'm over here slapping the water with this guy. He is going to friggin' end up. Aw, what was that? There we go. Mega bass, don't fail me now. Do not fail me, mega bass. It's an okay fish, but can the mega bass hold on? I got my drag to 0, guys. I might as well open the bail or the spool, because this mega bass is gonna disintegrate. Hold my position. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this guy without having to. He's a skinny, long fish. Mega bass, you barely held on to this guy. But you held on, mega bass, so you did the job this time. What's the deal here, mega bass? Who's got my Leatherman? Silver's got my Leatherman. Okay. Mega bass is hooked in me now. Here we go, guys. This is just another, I mean, bros, this guy is skinny. Like he needs to eat. While this does its thing, I'm going to this fish right here is just another little Juan. It is locked in at, let's lock in, bro. Okay, it's locked in. This little vato right here has a very skinny body and a big mouth. It is a little Juan. It was definitely skinny there, Snizook. I'm gonna position us over here and kind of cast into this area, but I'll cast from the back of the boat. It's easier for me to hold position that way than to fight it all the way over here. So let me get a little deeper. That fish weighed 2 pounds. 8 ounces. That was a little 1.5. I can see the grass. Definitely a little 1.5. I should check my hooks. Mega bass, how are your hooks doing? They're okay. Let's try it. We'll see where this spot lock positions us. Let's go to the back of the boat. It's just easier. Put the phone right there. And now the vatos, I can see you guys. I can see the grass. And let's see some bass. That's one that I've missed. One that I caught right there. There's some more on this side, this point that comes out here. See what the depth is where I'm at right now. 7 feet. All right. I'm gonna catch one from the back of the boat for stash. Hopefully it's not a catfish. And I should actually put the truck keys away. They're in an open pocket on my bibs. That was a recipe for disaster. If I leaned over for a fish and my truck keys fell in, well, that would be terrible. Why is this guy not darting? A spider community. A spider community. Anybody with arachnophobia, bro, you've already just triggered them and they're just like, what? Spiders are getting along? Spiders are, that was grass. Spiders are teaming up? I hated them when they were alone and now they're teaming up. So I wouldn't say that I have arachnophobia, but you know, I could do without some spiders. Moderator sent me a picture of a spider today and I was like, okay. We'll just make sure to keep an eye on that spider community. That's grass. Because some of these spiders, I mean, they're helpful. Like the wolf spider. Just goes around killing bugs. But there was a time that there was a wolf spider that kind of wanted to, I don't know, caress my face. And that, at that point in time, I was not a big fan of wolf spiders because I didn't like that. But when they're just doing their own thing, wolf spiders, whatever, bro. Thanks for killing bugs. I feel like we got blown off that spot where those fish were biting. Well, so I got a question for you, Jason. How are they cooperating? Like, just because they live in the same neighborhood, but they can still hate each other? All right, Tater. Your comment, your comment about as long as you stay calm, then you're good. Well, my friend, you may not, I mean, I'm gonna put this out there to you, bro, and I'm just assuming you're gonna give me an honest response. But let's say you're sitting on a piece of furniture in your house, and all of a sudden you're watching the TV, whatever. Then all of a sudden you start to feel something kind of tickling your facial hair. And at that time, probably the only thing that saved me was I had a little bit of a, let's call it a beard, even though everybody has seen my beard and they know that I can't really grow a beard, but it was a little bit of a beard, and I could just feel something tickling, and I kind of felt like it was because the moderator's hair is, I mean, in my sun covers, like somehow her hair gets weaved into, I mean, she must be doing it for sun protection, added sun protection, or for stability, but her hair finds its way into my sun covers, basically everywhere. So I kind of felt like it was just a hair tickling from like my shirt or whatever, because it was in the wintertime, from my shirt or my sweater. I was like, oh, and I just kind of moved, and then the hair stopped tickling me. And then a little while later, bro, all of a sudden that tickly hair started to go from about here to right on or near my mouth, and I was all like, what the and I just grabbed it and tossed it, shot it like some dice, bro. I was all like, shake them up, shake them up, shake them, and I tossed them, and I was like, what the heck was that? And then I looked, oh yeah, bro, it was a wolf spider. He was right there just looking at me, and I was like, all right, bro, one of us has got to go. And because I felt violated, I didn't just let him go out into the wild and be like, there you go, friend, don't come back into the house. No. I didn't do it that easy, because he had already had the taste of, since he got so close to my lips, he got the taste of my lips, bro, because he was gonna come back. So I couldn't have him coming back. I had to get rid of him. I was like, no, bro, I know that anyone who has tasted these lips has yearned for more. So you gotta go, dog. You gotta go. I can't. And I don't know if it was a dude wolf spider or a chick wolf spider. I didn't ask. All I know is I get rid of him because he tasted a kiss on the Rosa, blah, blah. Baby, I compare you to a kiss on the blah, 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 blah. I don't remember how that song goes, but there's like one key piece I'm missing. So that's basically what I thought. I thought it was a spider that would just come back for more. It would just be waiting till someone opened the door, and then it'd be all like, oh, now's my chance. Where is he? And it would just be, if you put a camera on the spider, you just see it searching for me. Maybe it would try and find me in the shower or something, and then I'd be like, ah! And I'd be covering up all my all my goods, and then the spider would be like, I got you. I'd be like, oh no. So I had to take it out, bro. There was no way that me and that spider could coexist. Did Tater say that he would be calm with a spider walking on his face? Seven, 11. Toss that fool, bro. Shooting him like dice. Could have been a chick, though. I don't think Tater ever answered my question. Would Tater have calmly just grabbed the spider off of his face, even though he doesn't know that it's a spider at that point in time? Would he have just been all like, oh, you came to give me a goodnight kiss, spider. How nice. Nah, bro, we ain't messing around. Spider wants some, come get some. But not like kisses, just like, you want to throw down? Then let's throw down. Fun fact, guys, spiders can be killed by soap and water. I don't know about all of them, but actually quite a few insects can be killed by soap and water. Ants can be killed by soap and water. And I've done a little bit of research, and spiders too can be killed by soap and water. It's probably because they're dirty. All right, so we caught a couple fish here and then they shut down. Well, we caught one and we missed one. What's the time? 2:52. Creel said we're gonna get out of here at sundown. He's wrong, very wrong. We're gonna get out of here like at 3-something-ish. All right, guys, let's move. I'm gonna go to the cousins just to get a little temperature feel right there, you know, see if there's any biting fish, and if there aren't, well, then we'll shut her down. Because again, we gotta let Silver not have any liquid in her so that she don't freeze and have anything stupid happen. That's all we need is a headache, but we don't need it. Guys, question. How many of you homies have heard all right, guys, this does not actually exist in real life, but I was sent this picture. I think that is the uniform of one individual who, you know, dresses for the occasion. But have heard the jam, the newest release from 22. I'm a fan of it, but I might be a little biased. Get out of here, spider. I kept your head. Oops, my kill switch got pulled out. I kept your head from being exposed there, Unlimited. You exposed yourself. All right, kill switch is back in. At least we know it works. For a brief moment, I was all like, uh-oh, Creel might be right. We might be spending the night out here. But thank the good Lord that did not happen. Here it is, guys. I'll let you guys hear this.
Single cast got that killer with Guntersville.
Now, it's my assumption that you guys could hear that. I don't know for a fact that you could, but hopefully you could. Might have been too windy, who knows? So hopefully you guys could hear that. We'll hear it again at the dock. It's closing time. Montes painting, bro. That was a jam brought to you by 22 AI. One of the Guntersville villains, bro. One of the homies. He makes some jams for us. And we basically play them on the channel. He's made quite a few jams for us. You know, the homies just looking out. Just looking out for other homies. That one came out yesterday. To my surprise, of course. I was like, what's going on here? But it was good stuff, dudes. I'm throwing the Mag Dizzy again. I just want to check the quote-unquote fishing temp out here, see if there's some fish here willing to bite. We're not going to stay here for very long. Hey, don't be flexing out there, old school. You enjoy your 86 degrees out there while I enjoy this 40-something degree weather. But I'm just glad that there's sun out in this 40-degree weather, because in the shade, it sucks. With the sun out here, it's all right. I almost feel like I need to put some gloves on, but we'll run it like this for a little bit. Montes Painting hasn't even heard our club banger, bro. BBLs. BBLs in the house. BBLs in the house. Let me play you BBLs, bro. Just in case you haven't heard that one, dog. We'll even try and catch a BBL while we're listening to it. You see, bro, we got rolas for all genres, bro. If you like a little country, we got some country jams. And we got some crazy jams, whatever, dog. That right there is just the Rodcast and the homies. What's going on here, bros? Talking about peeing in waiters. Now let's get ourselves a BBL. I'm gonna switch to a jerkbait in a little bit. We have very little time here. We are upon the 3 o'clock hour. We are attempting to be here till about 3-ish, but Creel has said that we will not get off the water until dark, which I don't believe him. And seeing as how me and Creel like to go contrary to each other's statements, I refuse to now be here till dark because Creel said I will be. So, everybody can thank Creel for us cutting this even shorter. They may be getting older there, Creel, and they're like, ooh, I feel like I need to pee in my waders. They can't control it, Creel, but they still want to get into the outdoors. That would be a great Depends commercial right there, guys. I love the outdoors, but sometimes the outdoors don't agree with me. Don't let your fishing trip depend on your ability to hold it in. I wear Depends. Well, I go in my waders. Or something along those lines, guys. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can see how somebody could make a clip and say, yo, the Latin bass assassin pees his waders, but I don't even fish in waders, bros. So I don't pee my waders. Oh, guys, you're out there bullying Snizuki. Now I'm gonna need each one of you guys to let Snizuki know that you love him. And let him know that Snizuk, welcome to the Rodcast. Unlimited and GM love you. I don't want him to feel bad. I mean, they're his waders. If he wants to pee in his own waders, then, I mean, I guess that's up to him. Now, if they were your waders and he was peeing in them, then I could see where you guys could be all like, Snizuk, what's your problem, dog? Why are you peeing in my waders? I mean, not waders that you have on, but that you allowed him to use. You know what I'm saying? Because then that becomes a whole nother different level of weird when he's peeing in your waders, but he's not in your waders. That is a whole different weird that we won't even touch. So, we can get past this, guys, if you just tell Snizuk. All right, I guess these guys don't really love Snizuk then. And they're just like, all right, sorry you pee in your waders, bro. I don't even know if he typed that in there, because that would be kind of weird. You have waders on to keep the water off of you, but then you decide to, I mean, this is already feeling disgusting, bro, because if you have good waders, the water should not get in or out. So that's telling me that when you're in your waders, your feet are gonna get trench foot from your own urine. And that, my friends, does not sound like something cool. You're gonna, let's say, slosh around in your own foot urine. That's not great, Snizuk. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a great plan, Snozook. You could at least get out of the water. I don't know, Snozook. I'm trying to help you here, bro, but all things that I'm seeing right here are not great. Not great. This is turning out to be... I don't think anybody can save you in this situation here, Snozook. I'm gonna throw 2 casts to this direction, and then I'm gonna throw a jerkbait around here and see what bites. I don't remember. I remember saying it smelled weird, but I don't think sewer was the phrase I used. And I might have been talking about the coots, bro. Freaking GM, now I gotta change all my line. You should have told me that, and now guys, you now know why every time I change my line, I spit so much, because you never know what's in this water, bro. And I will now no longer fish downwind, downstream, down anything of GM. I will always require GM to be downstream, down current, down whatever. Who's lying here, Creel? Me or GM? I don't think I'm lying. I attempt to lie 0. I was gonna say as little as possible, but I attempt to lie 0 times. Oh yeah, guys, there's a hump over here. We are in about 5 feet of water. There's a hump over here that is about 4 feet. There's grass, there's all kinds of stuff here. I think I'm actually a little bit too close now that I'm staring at this. I'm gonna let the wind blow me off this spot for a little bit. I can see the grass a little bit better now. All right, Creel. Creel might be sort of correct, but it's not because because I'm trying to keep the line and be all like, oh yes, this line is disgusting and I'm keeping it. No, bro. It's because I may or may not have more line to replace it, and also I may or may not forget, because that has been known to happen. I get home and I'm like, all right, whatever. Oh, speaking of, bro, yesterday the moderator made some, we'll call them chingon, lengua tacos. Ooh. Oh, they were fire, bro. They were fire. Now, I'm pretty sure I ate about 12 to 13 of them. And I could have eaten more, and I will eat more later on tonight, more than likely. But they were off the chain, if I can go back to vocabulary from the past. If I go to vocabulary from the now times, yo, those lengua tacos, they slap, bro, or something along those lines. Who knows what? Street taco size, correct, dog. They were just boop, 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 all stationed around a plate. I threw some lime on it with some salt. Ooh, it was game over, dog. Game over. O'Neal, what up? There's a lot of wind here, guys, so you have to yell your bait out into the water. All right, so the temperature of this hump, and not the physical temperature, but the temperature of the fish bite. I ain't feeling it, but I kind of feel like I was over the area that I wanted to fish. So we're gonna just kind of let it rest a little bit. Let them kind of reorganize and be all like, oh, that idiot's gone. Now we can live our fish lives. I made a mistake by not, posting a picture of the lengua tacos, but I was too busy eating them. Dang, bro, did you guys see that bird's aerial acrobatics? He was gangster. All right, I gotta put my sun covers on tomorrow. All right, that was weird. That looked like a fish slapped the water and not just a... GM, are you friends with O'Neal? That you would be expecting a fishing report from him. Over. All right. No bites off this jerkbait. Again, this was our last stop for the day. Creel is trying to trick me to stay here, but he won't. All right, they're not munching. I'm gonna throw a Texas rig worm out there again. This time attempting to throw it to the area that I thought I was at, but I was over. And while I'm working this worm back, guys, I will have a mic off moment. So if you guys would like to stare at nothing, there you go. All right, dudes, we're back. All I'm saying is next time, warm my hands up, because that was not great. We're hoping to get a buzzer beater right here. I'm putting my mask on, but my people say, probably since it took me so long, ya pa qué? Why would I put my mask on when I've already been in the cold for this entire time? This is pointless. I mean, it does help. My ears feel a lot better. Bill dance today. Oh, we're just reminiscing about all the old school fishermen. Next, they're gonna say Hank Parker. And it's gonna be, the lawn needs mowing, the house needs painting. Where's he at? Don't wanna get copyright infringed. So I didn't say where he was at, but just know that he was wherever I am. Not on this particular lake, but he was doing whatever I'm doing. It is currently 3:30. I have some number of casts left in me. And I also see a potential bird's nest that just happened right now, but I'm still gonna throw it. So do not judge me, guys. Right now, when I toss this worm once again and I bird's nest. Oh, it didn't happen. Washalo. All right, I think I'm in the area that I wanted to be. Let's get it, homies. I just read Colin. Basically, bringing up Snoozooks, because Snozook was down in the dumps because everybody was, allegedly everybody was making fun of him for potentially, allegedly, I don't know, I don't remember, I didn't read all the comments, saying that he peed in his waders. So Colin tried to bring up his spirits and tell him, hey, Snozook, you have the same number of Bassmaster Classic wins as Roland Martin. It's very nice of you, Colin. That's the Canadian in Colin trying to make Snozook feel good. Would that be a KVD? Would KVD be the guy who's won the most classics? All right, I got 2 casts left, guys. And then we will brave the cold, because that's the only way to get back home. I will put a glove on, 2 actually. We're throwing that Mag Dizzy. We've caught two fish off this Mag Dizzy. That is the Bizbait Mag Dizzy on a Texas rig. They were in a different location, not here. And we've caught one on a crankbait, one on a jerkbait, and missed one on a jerkbait. I don't know if this was my last cast or if I had another one after this. I don't remember. So just to be safe, I will throw another one. Now hopefully I don't forget that this is the last cast. It's possible, but hopefully I don't forget this being the last cast. Of course, my gloves are in my jacket right here. All right, we'll go with the Under Armour gloves. That'll work. This feels way better. Way better already. That's how what starts, Krill. Me ending up here till the sun goes down? Nah, dog. All right, guys. Well, I believe that there will be no BBLs today. Ay, ay, ay. No BBLs today, sadly. Though we did continue the streak, homies. We continued it. Currently, it resides at 36 plus some single-digit number of days of consecutive non-zeros. So if you can do math, you guys know that that's a somewhat big number. A somewhat big number, especially for somebody like me who cannot count above fingers and toes. But I've been told that might be a decent sized number. Let me hot wire this boat real quick. What I see, we're hot wired. O'Neil, thanks for showing up, Doug. We more than likely will be out tomorrow. God willing, weather permitting, we will be out there tomorrow. We do appreciate you showing up, O'Neil, and letting us know that you were here, dog, because if you are silently watching, then we can't give you a shout out, dog. We can't be O'Neil in the house. We can only shout you out if you make yourself known. So do not hesitate, guys, to pop in and be all like, "What up, dog?" And we'll say, "What up, homies?" This is a channel for the homies. All right, guys, on the other side of this, it will be a little bit choppy. So we will see what happens. Oh, I can see all those white caps. It might suck on the other side, so we might get cut off because, you know, it's got a little so if we get cut off, dudes, I do appreciate you guys showing up and showing out. God willing, weather permitting, we will be out here tomorrow, dudes. And attempt to continue the streak. It's gonna be a good day, and all my homies gonna ride today, and all this water looking fly today, and all we wanna do is catch a 5 today. Hey, it's gonna be a good day, and ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. You can save that trouble for another day. Hey, it's gonna be a good day. Woo! We got a little bit of chop. Let's turn it around. Ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fixing my way. Woo! You could save that trouble for another day. Hey, if you guys are still here and would like to vote on what song you guys want to hear, I want to make sure that I didn't get water on there, because if I get water on there, the compartment might freeze and it'll take longer for us to get out of here. Happened a couple times. What song do you guys want to hear as I go get the truck? It could be the new jam, or it could be Guntersville's, or Creel's favorite, Honey Buns and Mountain Dew. Or another classic, whatever you guys want, bro. You know, we got BBLs in the house. We got fine bass ditches. Whatever, homies. Holla at your boy. We'll make it happen. And just like that, we have not been fishing till sunset. Thank you for that, Creel. You did me a favor holding me accountable so that I could get off the water before I froze. It's not even that cold out here, guys. I mean, compared to yesterday, it is not. Yesterday was the worst. Let's hot wire this. Let's see what we got here. Yo, what up, Don? Tater said new jam. These gloves don't make it easy to touch stuff on the screen. Heck, look. Here we go, homies.
Single cast got that killer with. Bill like a beat that slap. Fish don't know they caught in my traps. Cameras rolling, YouTube live. Click that stream, watch me thrive. Ice fishing live. It's a vibe. I'm the Latin boss. I'm the Latin boss. Every single day, silver keeps flashing. Ice fishing live, you can't deny. Reeling in dreams under Guntersville sky. They say the lake's a mirror, I see a king. Ripples in the water, hear my anthem sing. Silver's my stage, fish my crowd. Catching big bites, make my mama proud. Every hook's a promise, every reel's a prayer. I'm the Latin assassin, legend out there. Haters in the comments, man, they just watch while I'm out here reeling in bites non-stop.
I should probably start a playlist, bro, so you guys don't have to hear dead silence. Silver banging up against the dock. These guys are taking pictures with all these fish that they got right here. These dudes are taking pictures with all these fish they got right here. I don't know what I'm looking at. All right. I could have taken your picture, bros, if you guys want.
We already got some. I appreciate it.
All right, just checking. Got shocked. All right, dudes. Oh, wait a second. I forgot the. I forgot my motor toter and stuff. My bad. Let's let out some water here while I button Silver up. Play it again. What's homeboy say in the beginning of the jam? I'll just play it again, dogs. Yes, they were released back into the water. All right, let me play the jam while I finish buttoning up the boat. Well, hold on, GM. I gotta get it, bro. It's not that easy. Here we go.
Single cast got that killer with Guntersville waves like a beat that slap. Fish don't know they caught in my traps. Cameras rolling, YouTube live, click that stream, watch me thrive. I fish live. It's a vibe. I'm the Latin boss. I'm the Latin boss. Every single day, silver keeps flashing. Eyes vision live, you can't deny. Reeling in dreams under Guntersville sky. They say the lake's a mirror, I see a king. Ripples in the water, hear my anthem sing. Silver's my stage, fish my crowd. Catching big bites, make my mama proud. Every hook's a promise, every reel's a prayer. I'm the Latin by assassin, legend out there. Haters in the comments, man, they just watch while I'm out here reeling in bites non-stop.
All right, homies. That was the jam provided by 22 AI. Again, you guys can find all these jams at For the Gunners Villains. That is the page where these jams are located. So in case you guys want to go check them out whenever you guys are chilling, that's where you go, homies. So, the name of the new song, I don't know, bro. I think it's Latin Assassin. I don't remember it. But if you go to For the Gunners Villains, that is where you end up finding those jams. They're all there, guys. And that's where we play them from. So, my dudes, I will bid you adieu because I got to go do what I got to do with Silver and fish around. Find out, homies.